Right, I'm about Nassau and the pay to Messi to Musumda Shasi and there was some down to do natural anti. I don't know about you play your body. I want so about your mission, also body. They feel to me. I was telling you, she Abu Mazaba, Mount from Abu Mount so. Nina, Brabia. How about us? Nano in the appointment, some of the mother if you to me, Ababi, Achara and December. This and so there, none will be there. So we're going to do no kissing for in a social meeting. Na and the mala of air no mohabu. Say, you be damp persons are nature there, fin freeman to meet Ogua, you are some Casapa, Bonapopa. Or maybe our rubber mother enough for me see. Amma, the message saying a two naba, or saying, on Telebiana, nay, baby from COVID-19, COVID in the 19 come. A American nothing more to Muti. The Bebo Biara, near Garrison or Sanwa, a Garrison, the maternity, Garrison and Jara crash in the nation of Anna. What they were sound to more than them. Now, soon there, don't cover the bed, be able to be a office be a great son of her, office be a papa son of her, office be a Tarawan, Nina Abasoko, necessary, oh yeah, I am 2 years back, Cholera, necessary, Orokun, oh yeah, and Nazima. After that, the film for the man to appropriate pay for our yard, if you had the Ekisi or said any make a total more, only dead. Nta yen cancer wo ye ogwa abasere kwa the mantum or the reverse abishim commander wo twa na maro ba ye kepkus ogwa yibiraba adobi no kana say because the blood that yibira has come ente ya da yo ya ba ye ba be fa isa kan wo fe mo mother fit me da honezi itiri ko pe je Omar bin Abdullah yenda yo ibra ye ba wo yo no ko ezira. Right, Master Mamma, aqua baby, and I know in the Zaya Baba Mufia, I am pay ye, I am 2 years back. Nothing but be, I am 2 years back at 2 Nakon. Mrs. Sarah, Abajamic to Papa, Sunday, Tayabatin, natural will be before. Now, Sarah, Abacansa of Finch Mountain, the Mitinka Body Tilas of Kranza. Now, today, here you aba ankasa ije yele sa ka aya apomedin payfo ofia iwo Elma nizin kan
Good morning. Unfortunately. Indi now.
Na
Indi.
Never indico. It's our health promotion officer. Ababo mama be otuma akodu. Atuma mi pay no awoga krada. Na tera why bibi ho. Nti araba no onye sister adwa dofo. Sister adwa dofo health promotion officer. Na so come over. Mama jama wa chojuma jinwa.
Ma jodo ya hinwa.
Ana
thank you.
Oh,
I was about what you thank you.
Well, if you have a code, I want to say for him or what you say in him or what was the answer why SMP. And you gave to us why I feel so. So we if you more, you could fear Pisa. I fear the video of work at a more, you don't joke. And my mother answered so that I got the four hard, the mouse on the Elma, no so I listen can is young of a bachelor. The bubbles are a bubble. In the Yabatin if he has it, Bobo must have Abba seen. I am too Abba Bazi, my yet Nezamapi, Jan, Nabotumna, Washer, or your so, Wotumna win your oil benefit. Ama upon the dinner phone when you went to my papa for Sunday. I would be there about Mazin if you to know I enough from the Nazaqua. If you to me to an Amora, Amama, the Menzamina, Etumina, Aqua, baby cry in Sun and to Minkalibim. Then I visit a woman is last from Colonel. In Kana, COVID burn, ever could be there, naturally, where the sons and all are Butuna, some Butune to Oya and Amar, not to my Akoi. You shall bring a corolla Babu Bazu or your gun ha 1970 in a corolla, the other can warrior or Manigana. Bisibri say Yaban to Moon Crazer, naturally was some cassi, Papa, Itumna, Ebon Po, I say, in Tawada Hina, Ebon Majestion is with it. 2014 in Nazama Utumuya, I am 2 years about 1,000 in a number. Why I got left on in a Bia that the mere about to Musari. Tumna or Crodo and say, Inti, Yaza, or dying Harabo Mazanefi, Itun, one, Papa, nay, shade. Bazapa, no Ozzy Colonna, or Tumno, Ozziba. About concept to you for the eating of my own bed, Etun, Efu. Elma, ye this a day, say, I am 2 years about. I am it.
Yo, Medase. Cholera yer babia, yenye free, is bana was say, another in so was say. Wo potokasem ebaka de contaminated food another contaminated water na them contamination nso another aza wa say no aboa a wo friend vibro cholera ono na yebu huwom nti ono ezuko mu another enum nso a wa efi another oil contaminated with vibro cholera no okomu a ono na yebaka de ewo cholera ye bani bi anade is bana dem aboni bi woma ono na ebaka de ewo dem ye beni bi enyo
nti ebise ho na dem bana risi aboni bi wom dem nso no me aboni bi tu di henyo alaros
ono ze aboni ze ntumo fo wo enyo hu na so nsencheze bi be chede ewo ye beni bi akronye de erkontie fi ntiedo aha another airfare into etuado. One task the man can be now. Sometimes a bin was a bienina and was a back. Warfare and a walk off TF into etuado. But a bin was a film cotton or back. A bin was a TF cotton or back. Now the more air cot TF, the more airfare so. Nature there, in 2 minutes so. Another thing in Sunny there, a bomb there. What occurs on your dehydration. Everything so. Tiefi na rekono so oye tiefi a oyinsu rice water ninsencheze today rice water ya yenu won fan chen na nepe wona won zizi. Ni tiefi ni today rice water ya ebon de tiefi ni didem. Inti na your friend rice water insu ana rice water tiefi. inti obi badama ebunde orfe orkotiefi ebunde nobody na why today wa bre because wa feel ozo nobody ni na no ozefe inti ebunde why dehydrated nsu na nsu yeden nsu bia wonum na reba meanwhile nsu yen body na nkasa o contain more than 70% of water yes survive yes ko inti imagine there fe erkotiefi na wo body ni na beden ebe feel the bia nsu komazunso nsu bia koma obeden oboba out into minzizin so inti dem eyini no yen sencheze kaka obechede yarban owomu anade aboni bi womu
nso abanda mo hune ebe bi womu abodi womu abaze na woda mitumi
pocho yes so sisi ano aza ye hunyi de nkrofutu mitinafie ewunu orfidama normal na chede otifia yemfende se o started the orfifida obotwa na chede kwesida na dem joda ansa na wakade oreden orbo hospital but sisi amaye sanye de started the orfino na yeden na etu anamon na aba ayarsa bia obenu bia na etu anamon na ansa na ego tu anamon nso maye sonsonye de wonfa ORS is a standard AB woha oil ORS emergency edru woha oil ORS oneze started the ernuma ne as unhurried then as require sabia bia obenu bia ORS na ne bonuma nsana ako
people on ORS you are man
okay so ORS ni hu akube nsunsu wo ho anade ebotuma afa to safi ebotuma ye mash tozafi abutuma mash tozafi na ernum nkakranka na erko anade mashke ye mashke ya onye ma osha fridge mu but wankasa aye na amansu wa doso ho kakra memfa esichi bia nka ho na ernum ne dama na yeden enam kwando eba but maye sanyi de mennum edru bia abono on pedru bia ennum edru pe na chede esay asam inti sise maye sanye de ORS anade kubensu anade mashkenke anade tozafi nuhunsu ni na no yenye de yebutuma no ne enam ekwan no do roko ayarsabia
tozafi nuhunsu ma odon ko na guda na de
mpocho de bi oye mo wazen ko na egudo I today ye wokenke enwa the way to me mash kenke tozafi the man so ebotuma mash tozafi akenwie na amash enwa nezi nsu kakra za aka ho na yeden ernu ne nam kwando
right the men some no autumn no RCC it's yanhwa adwa yanhwa the menu animi nsi wa so no do na so we are with asana esija aba adusua na ebotumi yesua fi the mazim adwa
nzi yenwu de yenu susam no wa ye bibia ho impempi no pipe no mba even pipe no mpo ba ya nenwa na nto nti maye be enyi de bebia be ka so wunsu na efi bia no fesi ho mo ondase odase asondo esondi wi fesi jado mo onhuru okuru wi a fesi ho na pe bibi container neat container ahuru mu kama na hwe fegum na fakapsi do a what best so wano sa ansa na obia ba fakap no oza so nsu no bia no oda ezi semina na nsu eze hohoro wonsa ho nsu ye baka ne danda running water nse obi bokwe nsu no egu nsa do na ezi semina na ezi ansa na nsu na wanu emesi ho no asa obi na anu
aya yehwe kesefi na abasunko za wotu wa yina de the mazi yabata ye hunu nkrabazi but dem nkrabazi fina sum na nso wosawara na wotu mu wonu na so ahona yarabare tuma kauna nkiza ku ya na boga fa ye watan pi nyene no to ni chede nkrabazi fu hwo hu ye sanye watan na
ezisi a town no yensu sem na aseyo onse the first na yenya insu kronje fi pipe mu no sisi a no ona me yenuanum galamsefu ni nti wa ma yensu sem no onkoye inti even se kobunsu no fi pipe mu a yesede ebo nuem ansana ano
ayo yanhwa deme ayemtire be ya wa bababazi 1970 na Ghana fu izinkiri huni da me yerbe ya kwa bisisi yara still now ya ban da wa nazamotum na worko shede kasa ya kasan nkwaye shede za workan ya fa shede apomedina so yefo hona apomedina wo yen onsenyiwa anadot
Inti yebaka de problem ni nyina agina yarba na nkasa no oyefi na ozeba aha inti problem ni nyina agina ahozizi anade yenwa yebezi ni nyino edo yensu sema yebohwe ni ye yen ezibanzi kwando a yebohwe ni ye inti se yetimizi yen hunyi ye prapra yen efie yen ejanana do yezi honyi bebia yen eziban yezi honyi anwana woni eziban ansa na wobo ni eziban wobe make sure that wa hohoro wonsa honyi na anyi yen mpatem yezi honyi na anya anka damu yarbe yeto asede daado inti nya de yarba no yenyi mesa yiboto aso na emomu no ahozizi no enso enwa inti se yetumizi yen hunyi dem osede ye yensu sam ne yehwe ni ye ya galamse sam ne yehwe ni ye eka wo ye no kwa na ofatado orinse hen nsu sam na yarbe yebotumi yeto ase
ayona sisa de menjamini na yaka bisibiri still now you na nazama wunyo yarbe bi aja me hwe firi ansa na yabado yehwe environment ya ise yitumi hwe ya hwe bia agena bia wo hwe bia wotumo ho sansuku na yehwe community na ra wo so hona brabo na him the man awore to be another thing
inti ehwe janan bia na oye onyifie yebaka da oye far from the house onu hu hia pa inti ye janan bia okay fine since yesterday yesunsu abrofo nti janan bia na area ohefie aha so ochefie a yenzilinyi sehu oye ma yezi insu flash mo okona ye make sure de bia no ye wonsu a yezbe den yezbe flash ye twutwu honom kama obi obefi na ya pe ye ansa na ye be shedumezi ase na reka Veronica bucket ho asem aha bucket bi a yezi nsu gum na pipe wona no ye boy ejana ne bia na ebotum enya dem bucket ni bi esi ho na semina danchen inti nyipa ne fie ejana ne bia be na obezika no wa hohoro ne nsa ho ansana we fieze akọ nso na okọ eziban bia ne nsa botum bi obotum edi because wa hohoro ne nsa ho dedaw
ayoye hwe oye dam yerbe ya babazi school fu pi wo ho nchenyan yi kra enjinzira 1970 se school fo achechira fo wonyina oka oye akomedem peyifu ho a enjinzira nchobutu no abo ama akweye manje bisibri 1970 no na cha sese penye juma
school for demo information ni na wonyi yakọ ho ye ka chire nti wonyim pa da de wo horo wonsa ho achechefo nyina so wonyim pa de ode wo horo wonsa ho nanso no akaze no wenfa ye make akaze no available ebi na ne yereka Veronica bucket ho asem ye ka de bra covid be no eboko school bia na Veronica bucket si ho ibi ni nkofo wo efiefie mu mpo eboko na ebisi ho anhoro wonsa wo baka cho de hwe horo wonsa wansa na ba nti se ye ka ya bra covid-19 be no yante cholera nka osande na ensanhohoro no ekodo nti se ye de musubana esan etako cholera ye botum yetu cholera se ensanhohoro na o ensanhohoro na nti school fo ye ko schools ye ka chire hon de wo hohoro wonsa ho epon school ekofie pe zikan hohoro wonsa fansu na semina hohoro wonsa ansa na wo ma membo mo weziban na eden ezi but insu na lombo nti okenya su wo he na oza hohoro nensa nti ye wo problem kakra
problem da ba ni between
on the chide ye bisa Ghana waterfall
ye how to Ghana water
nyo won na wozi wo hwe yensu sam do bia
right I know you so ne baba draw ho na ya say bibi sen oye outbreak in me so oye obey ni bibi otu kudu nti ye ko oye elmo ho na ye kibi sen there. What's the causes of outbreak? Cholera outbreak our inflammatory mahana na sugwe. Ebutumi akede oye hien environment yin to me yin in waste management on kweye lack of accessibility I people call it janabia papado in super that water you to me no and now contaminated water no so bi mutum no wo hu do contaminated water You go to your transfer in Izama, or the Menzamana, or the
Mpachomeda say, Inyo, Nina Kaho. Na se Esha, more and more boring than Nina, a bonatofa or a Suban. Suban noye number 1. Down on remember example, your call a young tax force, your call benefi. Alternate is banan crofo kohopa was what is ban water and watch it. Now more and more boring there. That day nankasa si 1 year is banu. But actually fie ne mantem hon ma hon na ban. Nana a town council for environmental for na was na court 5 years ago. 1 year ago wasan na court bi mu. More and more born ponye there. That day na ya konifie. Imagine that ya actual first one, ya actual second one, more to the number 3. Ne ya bo fie wo gata kesi bi sinifie ho ya ka chede won kasa ye ho. That day anko adwumo anye is ban. Gata no ban. O sinifie le nyim ho ahwa so na oto. Baby o is ban ohwa so na owo. More and more born so ye de ye celebrate ni fie no mpa de ye bo re ho. Ye ro ho. Ye re ni fie. Chance na nanka so zizim anapa wa bo 12. Chance ni si ho. Gata woni ni fie inside. Chede she is ban a ozi ye a vegetables ozi ye is ban nanka so ofum. Wele gu baby. Chede ohonyin environment nanka so nkoye. Now so adichan obaka chede okay is ban dem nyame ya no husbe is ban. This is somebody yachin first one, yachin the second one, third time yasana acho. Now so ejina ho ena mopocho, wa ka mopocho wa machede mopocho ya no come. Ye be beautiful from mopocho. Ye we ya mopocho. Mopocho azbaka kasi hefa. Ne subanya nsesa. Ye be de ne ya den yakoye n'enyim. Ma eboboy ni na obi kesidan waka cho there who environmental health and sana ayeden is wooden so that we bet sure there a higher sewage a higher baby a ejemunan onye no ben baby a esewunsu na so obi sidano na che there toilet nko nyi fi ho inti chido okoti fi wo outside onye suban. Because why not doing there? Oko environmental or maybe wobejiska and now wobechan ekwan papa. Onu so ni dem scanners botia into onko into obesity than just like that. Another thing, we show there who wants ono bobo osande and say in the yezi ye bibia and say in the yezi papa baby and say ya the yezi zizi. Now so awo ewie no esede o me penente me zizi nti me zinsu kakra beden. Ba homensa oh economism. Ba ezizi ni na ye suban se eye wadwene ye eye wadwen de o mu homensa oboboa mam yerban onye den onba mu ana de momfa yerban nkomu a eye wadwene ye ya ebon de obokon ho ebon na I get used to the fact there de bia mu pomfre adwuma eye o de mu homensa first ansana maye mo de me. Oh, me a day, or the muhumensa. Me base bana, or the muhumensa. Me, enti, or kawadjan who. Only your behavior, only your suban. Or come wuninti, Bibia and a man nature there, eroko. But I today, ye can't yin do you will be or her. Obo buena ye free, them to be any minty, honestly, oh, me per hand, mamma fetch, namun coming. Oh, bois. Intimidate only number 1. One madam in Samina, cholera in Samina, all cosser. Because it's yano, ya show, ya helpful, ya famous. More and more burning yasha so she yasha is ban for so, the brain so, yan shedder who should walk. No, let it or yanka say yansu in a yamban antin wama as an or cosser. Intimidated they say yes, son, them as an yes, son subana, or boboa, am a yerban so widen, while before amen. Yes, son subana, in the mother phone. 2022, Nazama, and I should have of information my wotumna, the Metsi the Abba, I messiah until you're about to cry. I'm going to Westminster,
onye bi pa Aguna East Asin North Asin South Gomwa East and sisi impre currently be ma ihwa Ghana ha ayemtu ya dodo so tum na akone ma nazamapi wotum ye bi oya 3 regions sisi itum yiwon Greater Accra wa so honoje Fifiri Mantom Ukitam and the Mantom Ukitam de awda Ghana license obo homoti biara da obo mazile fi wama da menje mezina etum na abofom no ye hono na sade hono so no wono otu anama sa suna bani yesua foforo na ezuko hinayima ababwa na yebusua bese bi de meguaze ba na de baba ana yanhwede sa sisambra na mbra ni yemiem yentuda ndizra ombo no nkwen ande ndisu de mbra ni mu nyaze wo oyegbe ha ananda Ghana haka homa de be go to go so ankwa amanaze na nkatsede o bi me ya ntu ya bo de fom na ntumo hwe wono keka ho dama alma no to marken mapocho yara mesra fam mane cham wanye ni ye ana abako ayi bako timpon na oye serious waka for lawyer na court fu the hotel so de gugudu dama ibi oboko ne kawon ya abana kaw ifinti o jaka wa wala two pallet unit to top pallet o tetu adanga Brazil kopa hajua embrano ni mwenyezi ndiye kama msisiara yoko dambe
okay inti no sisia no wakoye uasam inso de ye nyina ye ka heni tribo ho say ye loyal say ye ehwana eye ohinu ode ye nyina ye jutum de sisia no nkrofo mo nkwa de san mu inti nwona wo rubumbra ne do no ode ye twe wona asoa ehu sisia na ehu moborsem biara enyim because cholera na enya ebowo se enya na enyu anko ho pe ebowu inti no sisi aye enya katadumu amuadu bio se mbra ne ziwa oda watcho sisi seriously dem no ede yeye awu biara ye bebewu fie a enzi ho nyino yesa so ya hyedama mbra ne mukina ye becheche wo nyina yeze wona akọ na yenye lawyers na akasam wata asede sisi anu nkwa ide sanmu inti dem katadumu muado no yenjai na yenhwe na yenzi dem idwuma no dem obeya obia no ho button because ya kasa wonte inti sisi ano ede ye cheche won
ayo ya kasa wonte aso de no fu mpen fo aso ade tira Ghana ya kasa wonte za ina no yeboko yeni ayo yenhwe de okere akomotu nyi ho was ye hwe ya covid be ya ako baby atena kale ekopo wala emiketubi mtum fikale mu sanu gwan odan kale ja ibi kwa ni sanu abafa na ba ni ye fi there because I won all of no continue da bi ako hospital me kan he ko nurse yon acha ala papa kata wanu fa tarwanu de akomotu be ya bi biala huni ambopa na pereche anyina ye beda na ya kale ka je defu ichere ka di ko ni mo se gwochi na etumi na atina dama tele nyina ya baba sen ko mechere ya kumtu nyina asa ani dira akara ayemtu ya na mafunso anita sura na robe
oh yeah so ayemtu ya roba no fine covid no ye mframa yarba into no ninya no na onye zinde ebenya obi ba ogu wodo na ase nyimpa no obi pe ebetimi nya but ayemtu ya roba na aka ye de ezifi wonsa na ezokọ wano aha into onu mpo ne bambo no nkonyezin osande bibia da ye no se tumeze nsanhoho no dema elma ken etumeze nsanhoho no ye wutru mu adwuma anke enye bi I think the only thing na o man nkofo wo relax no another one who the seriousness in it because cholera no enya fine so onyi wezi bani ma no onyi hunsu another same obi no hunsu enka wonsa ho nkọ wano a inye bi enti na I think then go for one do you serious there covid no but I am too yarba no so you very serious to the covid o Sunday nya wonkwa o de sanimu
aja yan shure sisi ya dai mai we awon fi akon da so yewe ne mi ebe na iben ibo wadan ma abazi no mutum no obamma samro kora ma hwem hu ya musam musumutu meti bia
aha into no yezika na today se obi nye bia either da obefe ana obeja nanan another ebieni nya orefe no orija nanan into abra orefe no yebeka de otum splash into efe no obampo frim na obantamodo into otum splash into ebia amemiti he se menkao ebia elma wobi na buha orefia o splasher ibi bakame baby mu fa menyu ehu da ibi akame baby amim de elma na yere program of faint ame no asam no mfa mu ebi asom nsa ho minyim mo pay ya bofrot bi resen anti man bofrot bi minzai menum sro eba na muso ma yeden menye bi into no ma aze no oyeden oyehu no
ntajara without math no I am too young, but won't do for you.
Dabi.
But if you look at the panel, that would be so.
Dabi on right,
also I have a plan what to work out. I know I may share there. I did was if you man to me, or 50 man to me, one of better P. K from one side, and the car when I want to no so good TV. You confront fun and a castle and non quad because the may would to one so the so limited to make a kind of player. That's actually kept us inside into he figures in
kept us so young, Sarkan is the oil with it. Says I yes, a butumi ya womia or ye March ya March 3rd, no, ye 12 cases. Aha. And on March 5th, so you have 5 cases. But not ye be the dough from January, from December, Hoser Benina. But since I can't presently, my ye no. And see, says the total Niboma cases are why share, why judge mudo or 65 cases. Now, them 65 cases, see, and one more was to show home, what boy, and I mean a menu, them how was so was Morocco day. One of my wab by into contact with confirmed cases need say 602. Aha, into them 602 in waba one. Now I found one sample, no I pack of there. What so 65 no way any moon, wants to win ye be na the won ye be. Say aha, to see some other one more singing.
And say, yes, data, actually, baby, now, which I catch there. My friend man paying for myself, me for an eye for 2 francs. Obia,
Efa me for in a messia for my friend in cases a year. It was this Yaminoka say 65 confirmed cases. Will keep close had it.
It was this such a them from a dozen, myself for dozen, you for dozen, another annual.
Oh, no, yam papi with them. Yes, Nina Bomuker.
Into once or up, do not say when I do your trip, and I'm going to walk back. Me painful, akasifo na amsafo another ahofim pam ahofi nkrebazi
impempi no e wonu ma wo ba e mpanyimfo aha e na impempi so no e ya yenye bi e wo yenuanom a wo mpa no e ho but yenuanom so so yenyi mpa no ho no so ibinum so ba ibinum nya bi e ba but e ya ne faketena afi yenuanom a wo mpa no e ho no.
I will have say it be your benny be I can have on the hospital. Na would treating within a short time no to move and I just was wasn't a bay in just at least or baby vengeance. I'm not soon to tell you I check on the problem. A mentor will be our son which will to know and Franco. Emma, into what back within Pacuna, a pocofi within Abba. When I would check it, the men that make a pocofi so I don't remember when I'm about 12. The matter of Pocofi are born of me, into be a lotion in your Pocofia. Now, I won't ask what's up with you. And then there is a way to adopt other for there. We did Pocona, woman, imprimpi another just orchard and some to my test will.
There be a more in them. Into you want when you're in the bed now. You make sure that them group of people you know on your home bay. You have from one particulars DBR. Na ya ye nhwehwem no ya kaka ye nhwehwem no ma ahwe de wona wonye ne be no so wenye bi ana de wonye bi na afen so ye ma ya ka kire woni de wo fa ensa hohor mfanye wonne tiru ho edwuma nti no immediately wo be na hospital was Veronica bucket no nsu wo ho ye ma wo obia hohor ne nsa na aze ansa na ya from one particulars na aze na ya hwe den won so mboni bi aba hono ho a
Right, the man assemblity, the maiden your fear near Cholera and whom I be ma. And now, what would you do? Obia, and if you don't me, what would you do? Are you going to wash your language? The more baby only in the moon. Say, actually, I can't offer the autumnal always in Juma. You see our creator, new one is sorting. If you autumnal use, look up and dinner so you are. You shall know the devil. Nursing here tomorrow, and then the product tomorrow, and then the tomorrow. The more was on Shashi, now Nissa, on Gitashi. The one I wrote tomorrow for what would you?
Enyo. Enti Ocheyen in one of my way near Yarubani Bino. Now, one of my nurses and doctors are worship one, there were better apple. And with there, Obinia Yarubani beans are, and to Macado, when Yarubani beans in a chicken with no Wabre nurse another doctor. Into worship one. Care be out there was my one man coffin at Tapon Seminole, was the demo care one. But once one who knows and there's a nurse news a doctor and one year careful. Honest bottom way ye be. Into washer one now was the care would ye be a Emma when Dobaya one who bottom one. I was an alcohol if ye.
It was for us. Emma, my young show there, no prevention. Then my action to the hospital continue. Upper hospital say treatment and so this kind of dose room, and then there are free treatment now to me.
Mopocho, are you free? Cholera treatment, are you free? Cholera treatment, American be more, are you free? Eba, yen drin sika samhu. My year drinani de bottle. Inti eba yen honoma, the only thing, eko ayarse bia. First thing I will be any day, obejo particulars, no was what to him, no was start treatment amo. Into on your banana, ever oh, a muska, musboko, I sabia, and Adam were dear, Portman drill on no more here any that would draw, your show. Ye we are, may I be no, nay, I am. Into yes, so one. On an unpumping, confused show they were then, oboko, I sabia. Wo fi de o de nya sika bebrebe another aid and sana koye so cholera ze mpocho onto the mo o sign papa inti maye sanye de start de ye ya awzuko ya akwa ya bo show men dwen sika sambia ho sisia awzuko na ye show
Ama you go a heart from animal COVID bay pay up in the so you are. All the COVID phone the whole maybe island for. COVID phone the whole you only the island for. Them I am seeing a very sure, no so you were a what they call it area go or the COVID phone sorry, I am seeing a phone or tomorrow.
Aha, mopocho inyo eko ayarsa bia ebohu de ye separate one. Osan de yerban osan nti oya yemfo won nka edom no ho aha wo special place in teko ayarsa bia from Metro Hospital into Betnos even amemo honum crampo you was separate place yenyu won wo yemo won wo friend them space yemo won as our friend privacy nso ka ho so that nkofo nshada hu enyama yere but oya ye separate one osan there onye de ye discriminate another ye pede ye to one free don't know another bibi them onto them but because there yerba no signing ti yem pede obi baba ye sabe na maybe nitri pan na fe oboko nose yerba fufura konti nti no ya ye separate on another ye to one huko to inchen and sana ya shoma
Elma your communication you to me did juma kwena ba for to me yakasa let's financial him be no hinu sooner in a bank home and go man ya man can on because it would be no nurse you do or a uniform it would be no nurse on so on here in come in pia kakade every antenna so and shama nurse ya yama no asamba na kwana ba for boy you want kasa so or the baby so or to know about how to move why you want to say you into hospital into AC abuna na baran no one was asking kada better but about hospital would be baby this why we are shasho yeah nti why da so afa ntiti na fi ibirim ho so na bani why ntiti ne ntumi ye ntumi ye
mo pocho aza ye health workers ye na day in and day out ye suaze nti megede de aza ye rekon na ye suan kakanka ye wona ba na wa ba system ni wona wo mpanyimfo wo system no mu dadam nti enumi na ye suaze day in and day out obi wo ha ba na we school a ye wo nkrofo ye from Gen Z fo wo technology fo but megede de aza once wa ba system no wo suaze kakanka nti obeyeye ye suan ye mpanyimfo ne ye ba kire won nkakanka obodo honoman na nyama or sesan kakanka nti ye be yedwuma wo
de bia ine health india bi se bia so be yedwuma the doctor so be yedwuma the share promotion officer so be yedwuma de bia so be yedwuma de bia so we are for hospital ibiri mie phone no yo rekasa ani da na am tamu but am da man kama no ntumida mo kacha wanda akene ayi me biza me panyin bi na ma akwa akọba na me da abla ba etuma abon ne bi so yin bia so aba se na chu ajua cases yetu ye 65 yi na ebirum so yesusunsu de almost 72 or you confirm whatever ibi say ya be cases yetu na no do na abafu ajua
insino umwana wenye dizi yareremon ba ya no ma yenye bi no nsa honhoro no ohia yan papa because yetum is ono easy kan wo ye na enyima ihe na ya ka na yenye bi eta wo horo wonsa ezeziba ne show enum nsu a wan niema enye bi
ajole ezeziba show ask me enjoy your show apple or chrome enema na adi na lugo ugo nso on your show na ndeme pia amina we dey dey so on your show ni dey show ye dey show go dey so e baby nti mo yi awda ye
into ice cream is such a freedom into nipa no be ya mo no e dey ohoro ne nsa ho eto apple wo kroma fakofie na fa nchini nsu ana vinegar nsu fa hohoro ho ansa na ebezi ezi osanda se nchini nsu ana vinegar hohoro ho a mboa ni na wo bowu ansa na ezako mu into vegetables ena atotoze a wonua no nzo nzumi ye show no ye mfa vinegar nsu ana nchini nsu hohoro ho kama ansa na yezi
efe nchini nsu hohoro ho kama anyi Israel ahuna wotan nzama wa ya ban asa ha ye wo fie ye gban ho ban ye hwenye wo ye hwenye na no tu ye anyi je sisi a hene kasa no so ye education no so odo to mo ko baby all public places a nezema ba wotan nzama fi ho sene de biara nyi oye mususu de anara mo hu nde nyi oye one sector ko tani ho kasa ahuna ba apomiza so ko tani ho kasa
da bi in fact cholera bay ya ye juma pa health promotion officers and ye ba kan de risk communication group ya ye juma ya ko FPM ya ko wona Watson izibano ho ya ko schools ya ko churches in bo ye starting in education November. If I think the education into na wa ma no on gin same kesedem because it's a new party oro nso wonze ziban show won horo ho na atoso nyina ho ya ye juma nkasa na yenwie ye guduara yere onu nti na ndempo yeti ha dey yere ka cholera no ho asem no CIC so wo keep course nyina ye ya koho nyina education orokodo yere bo jingle na aze into education the ya the health we ya as one boy and about
apart from higher prevention and treatment and what's to make it about it being all our day to me as communities, as churches, as schools na
okay ejuma ze onye health phone koten in a year ejuma no your environmental health nso na one name Red Cross nso name nti ejuma ze one kasa nso eka ho your health promotion risk communication your environmental health once worry one's Red Cross nso worry one's but mijidete say yenyina ye kabom na enyama na ya abobodo enyama prevention yenyina ye zida mijidete yerbe obeden oboko onye yankote ejuma na sister Adjoa Ken no. By the end of the day, ya ko radio. Ya ba ha nso. Ya ko schools, mboframa, ye hu dem mboframa no nso ka ho. Another exercise ye fumigation. Ye environmental health, ye fumigations. Wa fumigate to schools ni na. In addition to the fact there, say eba hospital, ne ye investigations we are. Ye bebo ufie. Ne ye be fumigate ufie nso aka ho. Baby prepare nipa no free. Ye bebo ho. Ne ye fumigate ho nyina, this only na ye friend disinfection. Ne ye spray ho nyina, ne ye make sure there abon e bi area ho. Another thing nso aye ye there. Ejuman oil collaboration. Ye ka collaboration onye yankote oye nyimpa bebe na wa aka na one ma dwumezi or kosro anad campaign cholera campaign or ye dem or kosro. Inti yes there. Today my sister Ken nsa huhu ya ye make sure that nsa huhu ya rekodo. Ye make sure that yan kasa no ye bezi ye is bana oil show nyama na oil de yezido. Yenzidu pepepe na ye make sure that ye baby bi o de ye bia a offer yan kasa ye ho na yareba na ye den yan fa bi amba ye mfie anade ye nya yareba ni bi.
If you keep no secondary school or doors.
Yeah.
They be welcome. You are a glass tech. The master you call friend Holy Church School or Wesley School or at Disco School or St. Augustine School or 1 Nina, yes. Nina, I don't know where you were the schools in as well. You're to with.
Oh, okay. So to them I make fumigation no yes as if baby na yoko baby. Inti ye this side. You move akọ nti mejide the environmental for what's one we fumigation no nti still we move akọ other schools na why ohoina. Another thing ye school inspection yenye environmental fun one because they were guided by law nti they were allowed there wabacho nti yenye environmental for around nti ye bow school ye inspection of washrooms ye inspection of baby woja nanaze inti se eba na yehu de eho nkoye yenye ukasa fine na yehu de wo nyefe yenye ubakasa ye tufo ye bomo 1 week na esiesi ho say but the next week na yehu de nzama nkoye ya impri ye basaman wo court na ekeyi one wo ho na ye close ho nso down inti ye make sure that ye be siesi ye washrooms ye toilet baby ye jenna bia ye make sure that ye be siesi ho kama na ye wienzu so ye be fumigation for so na environmental for so na wa be den we be disinfect a nyina in case that abone bi otekwa na ho baby a ye boboa ono so boboa ma ye aba no so akofo
Elma esha health bi ma sa acha kakra yi sin 2 years in pacha da banana kwachi ga we na akokwa mo yo nguda.
Oh man kasa personally mama nkrofo just recently a lady American as I'm watching a cohort. Wasn't a cohort?
No, wasn't a
Minim honestly yen zenye day. Yabashama ni pakono boko into the rest is with environmental fund and other town council fund.
But sometimes communication you want to know the source of communication was impan order oxibibi. Oh, impa watching when no cohorts a bien. On 2 years, one could a corso with Jen bear 70,000 and for 9,000 pounds. Now, Nia in Soshi, in summer, a month for wounds rather.
Yeah, that's true.
Your pie would be Vienna, Chandana a chop.
Yeah,
was an a bed crab with fee. A beer, you would like credit there on the mobile activities of Abacasa.
Sure.
A coffee, Akasan, Aka, Derabahaba, Abacasa. A bay and open. As a brother said, Danny, a baby, and some all from trouble. To channel of communication of flew out, but about the baby hurts in a fund. I hope was sweet and I don't get a good channel of communication, didn't it?
Yeah,
it's a what?
Oh, yeah, some more. I think that the problem is Obian and Ejuma, but from Nda going. You be making sure that them channel no you be close. it's a point I see here. I think the oil they work on because first now you feel that okay, you need I'm assuming me my family, but I believe that can't boom condemn base. I think that channel should be closed so that you look me more kodo na senyi pokuno nzido anache there or I remember was it 2018 cholera bay. I mean some short AEB. Yema mama o closing any down 2 weeks. You couldn't fear. You can make sure the way says any fear. That channel was there. You make sure that or says any fear why bibia oh we no son friend there. We says in the home why everything was pepper. You could be me tested, no problem. Into I think the other yes and go back to those times them communication over na ye too ya koini intimidate there adre and attention on
I don't tell you as well what to follow back and since you share that by I hate an architect one day you to me now is it to me if you tune time okay was the last month or so the original directed to my friend okay I had them this way them the me them but yeah today question maybe say the channel of communication no etu abakado impact tension to me what you report he say to me can no impact them work them utie them aba na man do say cancel na channel no so to no so e dey work kira as by young
oh yeah can be but one out yes some more no you busy na ya ka kwahwe more to one either there was one two man na there would trouble be ma one there won't here into on you better one some echi you be kwa kezechi but ma me peda me kan there one shannon so there nko one shannon so there cholera no na redu ni drugstore de bia maka na redu so inyi pharmacy shop into e ORS ono obwa mma wa hoze ne ba na wa ma woda ko hospital into man kana ma anum ORS into ye was ORS no enum ORS na to anamon na ko hospital into no ebenya wa yaresa che da ko hospital bia obeno into so bi hu da mata bia no wona sitini man tamara enum ORS no enum kube no hunsu no na etumi kaso akwa yaresa bia e ho no ebenya wa yaresa
asmo de we dey kwa yaresa
oindo mponcho insan hohoro no ni hu hia o hia papa nti yen fanka hene da to da azio
sister abazo wa kechira anfamba wa suya ma da ba
oh David mponcho han washi na nsan hohoro na no hia no nsan hohoro na no hia o sande ono obobua ono no ye kwana ye bofado ya ma abo no wa akoyemu na so se ye hoye nsan onye fia omma abo no nyeden onye kwan nkoyenu nti yesre yensese ye mantem yensese ye fifi ye kai won keke wo ye da but yen kodo yen for more exert more energy yen for more energy yen fan sese yen fifi na yen make sure the baby botote bebia befe na once ma enye den enya kwan enti na yemfie ewi ansa hoho na ona no ohia ye nsa hoho na yase
John pay for by a fan he made here bisi wosin so hoho na no ohia anka say ba hoho nsa ho na ayamtu ya ba na sisi ano wa aba abatena asa oda yi na ase kugwa ma osan ne chiko bebefio ofi bai say na antwene ye na zambaro kododo Jama mazine fi ntumi mwa yentan ho yensan egwar sana ho wa yesan sana on ya office sa ho ezisa chapo de na ho akochapo mpa wala tena ha bisu instrument na wono mo ho I feel we invite wono man kan wonto nti o men kese ni na at least nti already tu isia ati bi fi na fi ntumi ko wa chapo de mu chichema chapo so ko mpire ba asa dako ni na Sunday service ni na no baba basino abatinti de kokoro won sam ebi na saka oyine de bolo ya kokoro won yimu anape ma wo hoda da na wa asas nti ma ma se le pintu yon ko hin sam yi na ansan etu yi ya kokoro won yimu za ya kokoro so na so yimu no butu wan yo akọ na yo nti dema wa ka chere na ze ma wotu wo kono dos nti ya ma ma te na ye ho ko hin sam ya kokoro so yin pay for be Elma na yeni adwoa obeba boy ma be me to mo koro tizire pinje ne tuma akechi sene couple dey sama dos before what in sa from mo aba bo me bibia so etumi area pair market no so to mo show ya camera me bibia so to mo koro the senior technician Richie and the pebo aba sunku osane if you from mo bona achi wana aba e mean sha aba ebo aba do we me say to me the man so the professor Prof. Pamina Banfu Iji, Prof. Bebe Biara, the mission of Papa Dasi, the Biara, Etumina Danda here with the Dampensi. Many workers in Fayne, if you send the lookman or look what or anything was the oil spots, rubber, walking, also Etumina there. Ghana blast, I bought to know, you better his go, Nina, Obabaka, actually, to Akay. Mezanesi, Omar being Abdallah. I know two for a leper before the best Asia. My money tell ya, but just one mind.
This is the story of how cholera changed my village. Tiny germs of cholera, too small to see, spread through the river. So small, yet so dangerous. Without realizing, women carried cholera home in the water. Flies carried cholera on their feet. Unwashed hands spread it too. We swallowed cholera germs in our water, on our food, and on our fingers. It happened so fast. By morning, my father was very sick. He had diarrhea that looked like gray water and poured out of him. I was so scared. I went for help. I never rode so fast. One look at my father and the nurse knew it was cholera. We had to work fast to save him. We made a special drink to help him. First, we made the water safe. We filtered it through cloth and boiled it for 1 minute. Then we mixed half a teaspoon of salt and 6 teaspoons of sugar in 1 liter of this safe water. It tasted like tears, not too salty. I worried my father would die before my eyes, but he soon felt a little stronger. The nurse explained to me that not everyone who swallows cholera germs gets sick like my father, but they can still spread the disease. Now I needed to take safe water to my village and teach them how to protect themselves from cholera. I saw a girl carrying water. I told her she could make the water safe by adding chlorine drops and waiting half an hour. There was a man about to eat with unclean hands. I told him to always wash his hands with soap and safe water after going to the toilet. Only with clean hands could he eat safely. I saw villagers spreading cholera into our river. I told them we needed to dig latrines far from the river, at least 30 meters away. This was important to keep our village clean. I found a mother preparing unsafe food. I told her, first, we must wash our hands with safe water. Then, we had to wash and peel the food, cook it and always eat it hot, and protect it from flies. I spread the word throughout my village and ran to find my father. I was so happy to see he was better. Our village became healthy. Now we filter and boil our water to make sure it is safe. We always use latrines and always wash our hands after. Food is safe from flies, washed and peeled and cooked. And We always wash our hands before cooking and eating. We made our village safe from cholera. Spread the word. Your village can be safe too.
Cholera is a bacterial infection which causes severe diarrhoea and dehydration. It can be fatal within hours if untreated. Thought to have originated in India's Ganges Delta, the disease began to spread worldwide during the 19th century and is now endemic in many countries, particularly in Africa, Asia and Latin America. Countries facing humanitarian crises such as conflict, extreme poverty or natural disasters are particularly vulnerable to cholera outbreaks due to the lack of access to clean water and proper sanitation. Infection is spread through drinking water or eating food contaminated with the cholera bacterium. The source is usually the feces of an infected person. With an incubation period of between 12 hours to around 5 days, outbreaks can take hold quickly. In 2015, the officially reported number of deaths was 1,304, but the World Health Organization estimates that in reality cholera claims between 42,000 and 142,000 lives each year. Some 4 million people are thought to be infected annually. Limited surveillance systems coupled with fears about the impact on trade and tourism means many cases go unreported. Most people infected with cholera don't develop any symptoms, but the pathogens can stay in their feces for over a week, which means it's particularly contagious in areas where sanitation is poor. For those who do contract the disease, symptoms are generally mild or moderate. Treatment involves rapid rehydration, either orally or intravenously, in severe cases. Antibiotics can reduce the volume of diarrhoea in cholera cases with severe dehydration. There is a vaccine against cholera which has proved a vital tool in cholera control, but protection is not lifelong. The key to prevention is the provision of safe water supplies, proper sanitation, enhanced hygiene measures, and food safety.
My dad was so tired. He had severe diarrhea and profuse vomiting. My mom was so worried about him, and so was I. I took my father to see a doctor. The doctor suspected that he had cholera.
Profuse vomiting, watery diarrhea and sunken eyes are typical symptoms of cholera. We have seen a number of cases of cholera in this area recently. Watery diarrhea and profuse vomiting result in severe dehydration and can lead to death if not treated promptly. So treatment should start immediately by taking oral rehydration salts to compensate for the rapid loss of bodily fluids and minerals. If your father is severely dehydrated, he'll need to go to the hospital to be given intravenous fluids. We need to take a stool culture to see if it is cholera. There's no need to worry. Cholera can be easily treated, but only when one seeks medical care quickly, as you did. Cholera is not an airborne disease. It cannot be transmitted through coughing or sneezing. The bacteria that causes cholera is found in the feces of infected people, and infection may be spread through flies contaminated with a patient's feces or leakage from sewage contaminated with the bacteria that infiltrates drinking water or contaminates food.
After learning about cholera and how it spreads, I decided to educate others about the disease and support them in their fight against cholera. My friends and I started a group in our neighborhood to raise awareness of the disease and the ways to prevent cholera. Each of us has started by making sure that we have clean drinking water at home. We now boil water for 2 to 3 minutes before drinking it. Or we add water purification tablets to the water. These can be picked up free of charge from all health centers. Make sure to wash your hands with soap and clean water. Wash all fruits and vegetables properly with safe, clean water before eating them. and peel them whenever possible. Serve and eat cooked food while hot, and keep food covered to protect it from flies. We made home visits to tell people how to prevent cholera through hygiene habits, such as washing hands properly, especially after changing a baby's diapers, or while nursing a patient with symptoms of cholera. Keep cooked food separate from raw food, and don't drink unpasteurized milk. We intensified our efforts to make children aware of the importance of following simple precautions to avoid cholera, such as washing hands properly before eating and after using the bathroom. My friends and I are playing our part in the fight against cholera. You can fight cholera too.
One day, but the picture will be presented and look at it so that you see the seriousness of what we are talking about. So the regional surveillance officer, on behalf of the deputy director of public health, will give us an update the disease. Then later on, the regional promotion manager will also take us through some roles and responsibilities for us. Then we end the meeting. And so, and you know, I read it. I said yes. So we will now welcome, regional surveillance officer. If you look at the searching for the disease, give us the update. Thank you very much.
Typically, our role is to manage the cases and of course give education. But it looks like we are expected to go and clear refuse dumps, get people water to drink. It is not the mandate of the service. It has never been, and it will not be. Some of them, when you go to them, they want to see what you can do for them. And I had to step out in an argument. So please, those of you on air, when you sit, let them support. It's not for just the principal department. Anybody. Recently we got the church. Got the Saturday sits applying us with some logistics for I think it's fine. Everyone can come. When we go to our churches, let's go to our pastors. At least that one Sunday offering, buy our partners to support them. Buy 5 for 1. Can you use it to support the district in because now every district, we cannot say something everywhere. Because it's a share of them. You don't see it, you don't hear it. What is I don't know if you do that thing very well. We are about the second, we are the 10th highest when it comes to confirmed cases, 20. So we are not sick. And of course, we have challenges with water. For sanitation, I can't say much because from my house, I come straight to the office. If I was sweet, I just get something. I don't cheat, so I don't know the areas. But of course, we also have the seashore and the rest, opification all over the places. And that is the most common thing we are seeing across all these places. I was surprised to hear and see that currently in Ghana, and even in most of our communities, we go to a place, there is no toilet. I worked in Abuna West for almost 6 years. I never knew that in one of our bigger communities there was no toilet. Until cholera. When I heard it, I was asking myself, so when I was there, what was happening? And I didn't even know. So it was like a wake-up call for me. And I need to know where I am. where I work, what is there? So that we don't wait for some of these things. So I'm trying to make progress. So we are doing this. All cases are being managed at our health facilities. All cases are managed. Then we don't manage cases for at least in the lab ones, they visit the facility, they take some few flavors. We monitor to normally it's between 4 hours, but because of the way things are going, we've increased to above 6 hours. And now we are targeting like 8 hours, even for mild cases. Just because if the person comes, have a feel of the medications and go back and get it, it's severe. And we are losing some of the people because of that. And we felt we've taken care of them. They are fine. I mean, they look fine, everything. They go with them, even before the next morning. So one day delay it to some of them pass before they get to the hospital. And so we've extended the time to be sure that after this time that we are living, we are safe. Community-led total sanitation, I think I've spoken about this. Challenges, our staff are kind. Me, I don't do most of the things here, but just to even gather data, visit districts, talk to people. I mean, look at what is happening, putting things in place. I don't sleep. Yesterday I slept after 12 a.m. So this is the earliest time I sleep. It's around 12. Sometimes till morning. Last week I remember I have to run away. I told my brother, because today if I don't sleep, I'll die. Because I stay up to like 4 a.m. putting things together. Somebody send me information. How do you manage that? What are you giving out? So to be sure that the information is accurate, everybody is tired. Everybody. And this one, maybe I should coordinate no motivation. If you look at the workload and the motivations that are comparative, then some of you in our shoes would have given up. We appreciate our staff very much. So in the heat or as we are moving on, facilities are losing their stocks and everything, going beyond what they are supposed to be doing in their facilities. But getting reinvestment is also a challenge. The monies are coming, but it may not be as expected. Because one person can take like a whole box of 5 forward. That is first, because it's not for free. We are even buying them. This has been a challenge. So we are facing difficulties in engaging our political front systems. And the worst is after the possible was not possible. So after they changed, because now the MCs do not have power, most of them have asked to be. But dating directors have very limited levels at which they can get to. So now, even when they were there, we were not seeing them now. They are not there. It's a challenge. Issues of water, like I said, toilets. Don't get them to you. Challenges with enforcing bylaws. So Mr. Mighty was talking about behavioral change. So that is the behavior of the person has lived all his life doing obinification, and all of a sudden you are saying that please stop and go to the toilet. Easy with it. Even in your office, when they change your setting, it's the same people, but just that you have changed your chair from this side to this side. Anytime you enter, you will go to your first point. Before that, sorry, then you go to that side. So even for us, it's difficult to easily adjust to change. Then you can imagine what will be happening. That is it. And some of the people too are finding it difficult to enforce bylaws. Some of the places where we have leaders, there are no chiefs, there are no, and where you have to, some are fighting. So whom are you seeing? Whom are you dealing with? Sending them. So these are our recommendations. So the challenges that we have, we are the ones that we have. We acknowledge everyone. If your name is not here, please we acknowledge. We are humans, we can't be perfect. But we want to acknowledge everybody for all the support that's here. On this note, if I am not convinced, I'm sure I've confused you. Thank you. Okay, so some few pictures. Once we are in an agreement, so I gave the what it is. If we are in an agreement, who qualifies to be a person? If we are not in an agreement, who qualifies to be whatever it is. See, agreement. Anybody that is happy with like to what we are, and that is we're putting all these people together. So all the people that we have seen having these certain symptoms, that is all we put together, and they are all answers. And of course, there are people who are getting it from. So he's my brother, he has it. They are closer to him, I'm taking care of him. Probably I even trying to that I cannot do it. I am exposed to him. I might have touched him, that's somewhere I shouldn't have touched. Unfortunately, so the people who are the transmission is through the mouth. So it's about contaminated water or contaminated food. And the contamination is the fact that